Good evening, viewers. The municipal polls across Jammu and Kashmir had a mixed response, but whatever the voting be, it was eventually the victory of the voters who came out in remarkable numbers, especially in Jammu zone, to vote in the local bodies election, where there was also remarkable number to go with in Kashmir, even though the polling was not on the higher end. But yes, there was polling and it had a shine with it. Uh, Crosstown News did an exit poll on the very same day the polling was done in Jammu in the first phase. But as per the guidelines, the poll results cannot be made public unless the poll get over in all the phases. And eventually now it is over. The two inferences that can be made from the exit poll that we did in collaboration with P9 Marketing. One is that independents they will play a key role in deciding of the next mayor of Jammu city, which means that the next mayor in Jammu city could be decided up by the handful number of mayors, by the handful number of independent councillors for that matter. As per the poll details right now available with me, exit poll details which was done by Crosstown News and P9 Marketing in collaboration, BJP is likely to emerge as the single largest party. Maybe deciding upon the candidates far earlier than Congress, it will help BJP. It looks like once the final counting is done on 20th of October, and another factor that had gone slightly against the BJP is that most of the independent candidates were looking like to win. They are again handful number. I'll come on the figures later on in some time. I'll come back to the figures. But yes, the handful number of independents who are likely to play a key role in deciding the next mayor in Jammu, they are from the BJP party. They didn't get mandate from BJP. They moved out and they're looking like which suggests that if BJP could have played more sensitive as far as the seat or ticket mandate was concerned, they could have made the majority on their own, even though there are still chances they can go on with the number. Now, I'll move to the figures. There are 75 wards in Jammu Municipal Corporation. If we talk about the corporation area, to get into the single side majority, you need to have 38 seats to get mayor on your own. As per the poll done by Crosstown News and P9 Marketing across the 75 wards on the same day of polling, BJP can have seats anywhere in between 31 to 38. We have already taken the error margin of 10% in that, and as per our poll, we give BJP anywhere in between 31 seats to 38 seats in recently held municipal polls in Jammu. On the other side, the principal party, Congress, they will stand somewhere in between 26 seats to 33 seats with the 10% error margin already given, which means that the two top parties, BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party, and Indian National Congress, they have been neck to neck. Congress gave away the advantage which they could have had with themselves, especially if we get the anti-incumbency also into the picture, that could have been there. But Congress gave mandate, they took the decision of contesting the election also at the later stages. BJP candidates, on the other hand, they had ample of time to take care of their campaignings from the onset. Independents who are going to play a key role into the structure, who can play extensive role in deciding of the next mayor of the Jammu city. They're likely to get seats anywhere in between 8 to 13, in which I'll, rather than the independents, I'll use the word others over here, where in others, most of the 90% of them are going to be the independents, which suggests that 8 to 13, somewhere in between 8 to 13, will have the independent councillors in Jammu, which will be a very interesting factor because most of them are those people who have not been given mandate by BJP. Uh, They were expecting mandate from the party, and in fact, they were the favorite candidate from their areas, but the tickets were not given to them, and that can play a role in VJP not getting their majority on their own. Because as per the numbers we have given to VJP, they can get 38 seats, which suggests that they can form. They can get their mayor on their own, but that is on the higher side. But if they are lower than that, maybe 34, 31, even they can be 31, 32, 33. In that scenario, they will be requiring the support of the independent candidates to get the mayor. On the other hand, Congress stands somewhere in between 26 to 33 seats. If everything goes well for the Congress and they get 33 seats, which will mean that BJP will get again a reduction on their number of seats. In that scenario, Congress can also get their mayor into the picture, but for that they have to reach somewhere around the number of 31, 32, or 30 for that matter. At least if Congress can cross the number or somehow crawl to the number 30, they can too form or they can too get their mayor in Jammu city. But it'll be interesting to see what numbers exactly these two parties get, because if we take additional 10% error into the picture, then VJP, they will stand in between 28 to 41 or 42 seats. Congress stands in between 23 to 36 seats. In that scenario, if we take another 10% margin error, this will suggest that Congress will go even higher, maybe somewhere fix up a seat around 32, 33 seats. Then Congress will have a chance. It will be very interesting to see in both the scenarios, whether it is VJP or Congress, independent councillors, they will have a role to play. They will be the one who will be deciding up the next mayor, because VJP has a chance, or Congress for that matter, to reach 38 seats or 39, 40 seats. It looks bit dim at the moment, where it suggests that independent councillor, they will be the kingmakers. And as far as the deputy mayor position is concerned, then there can be a group formed by independent candidates, because 8 or 10 or 12 independents, if they can come out, that will be a handful number to talk about. They can form another front, another group, and they can talk about the post of deputy mayor. So which suggests that if it's BJP or Congress for that matter to get the mayor chair, the deputy mayor chair can go to the independent. I am making it categorically a big statement over here that one of the independent can get the deputy mayor chair in the Jammu city, whereas mayor can go to Congress or BJP. That will again depend on the number of seats they get. But one thing is sure, that VJP at the moment looks like to be emerging as the single largest party, followed by Congress. There won't be huge difference between both the parties. But yes, the time difference in announcing the candidates for the poll made a difference, and it looks like it can make a big difference in that picture. It'll be interesting few days. On 20th morning, the picture will be clear that which party or which independent for that matter has won the election. The numbers will be made final on that day. Keep following Crosstown News for more such updates. Thank you so much for following us.